everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently watched Romancing the Stone, and that film actually came out in 1983, and it stars Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner, and both of them are very young, and of course you can see the influence that the 80s actually had with this particular movie. But it is such a classic, and it does everything right as far as action, adventure, romantic comedy is concerned. Of course, you got Danny DeVito too, and I thought, oh yeah, I love Danny, and of course he plays your token villain. And he's more to be pitied than anything else because all these terrible things happen to him, but you don't feel any real sort of pain for him or any kind of pity just because you think, yeah, you have this coming. But man, Ira's your cousin. Why would he do this to you? Anyway, that kind of relationship is so hysterical. It's a running gag as well as, look at those snappers. I love that. I don't know why. It was just, I know it's so corny, but it was funny throughout. And it's this story about this young novelist, and yeah, I can relate. She writes romance novels, and it actually starts with one of the novels that she's finishing. And she always has this mystery man that she's envisioning in her mind as somebody who comes into her life. She's not a damsel in distress, not by any means, and I love that. I adore the fact that they make her a very strong character, even with some foibles. And there's some very funny scenes in the movie that I really, I really enjoyed. But she plays this character named Joan, and she lives her life writing romance novels and hoping to become published and become a big time name, and she is in Colombia, and that actually plays a huge role and works in her favor later on, as you would well expect. I'm not gonna say why, but this is an example of if you want to do an action adventure film right, this is the one that should be your primer. Yeah, sorry, it's primer. And it's just a good syllabus and expose of what formula you should aspire to. If you don't want to do that, if you want to become unique, you can still stick to that genuine, yeah, you know what's going to happen next, but it's just got all that good chemistry that Douglas had with everybody, especially with Kathleen. And you can tell, I mean, you know immediately that, yeah, there's going to be a subplot here of romance, but it works just so fantastically well, you don't even really think about that too much. And as far as movies are concerned, I absolutely love it. It's classic, and you can see why. And I give it 2 thumbs way up, 5 stars, hands down. Of course, seeing Colombia and all of its glory, despite the fact they don't sugarcoat it. I'm glad they didn't, but it was quite the experience, I felt, and you know, real globe-trotting adventure that was full of adrenaline and just edge of your seat moments, even though you realize something's going to happen next. That's going to go, this turmoil, ah! And I'm going to say something else that was kind of funny. There, the mudslide scene, if you just watch that without pictures involved, it kind of sounds like porn. I thought, ah! Oh, good Lord. And I wanted to hide. I thought, But, yeah. I hate the fact that my mind goes down that gutter sometimes, but if you take it out of context, yeah, it sounds like a blue movie. Enough said, but it's just a wonderful film, and even though it has some age on it, and Michael is the age he is, it's just a shining example of how cinema can be done well, and I wish Hollywood would go back to this, but the glory days. 2 thumbs, 5 stars, no kvetching, no complaining, no nothing. Just perfect throughout. That's all I got to say about Romancing this. And it has a sequel. It's called Jewel of the Nile, so I'm excited to see how it compares to Romancing the Stone. I will review that soon. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.